Kenshi Critiques, number Kenshi Dick Rad's favorite anime. Welcome to a review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode 32 for Diamond is Unbreakable. Now, I did record a reaction for it, but the file got corrupted, so I lost that reaction. So there's no point in me reacting to it twice and then pretending to be surprised at what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to provide a review to it because it is important, because there's a few things I need to get out of the way first. Firstly, please be sure to go check out my description box below for Anime Central's second channel, because as you know, a lot of people are hurting in the community right now with Funimation handing out strikes to channels and taking them down. Now, he's no stranger to terminate channels, but there's a likelihood that his main channel won't come back. So he did ask everyone to spread the word to subscribe to his second channel. So that's going to be in the description box below. Also, I'm doing Drifters live reactions, but they won't be listed on YouTube, and they won't have videos, 30-second videos linking to external reactions. They're going to be in my description box below. So every one of my Drifters live reactions every week will be up with my JoJo reactions. So right now, episode 4 and episode 5 Drifters live reactions are in my description box, so please keep an eye on those. And from this point onwards, every reaction is going to have be updated with my Drifters live reaction in the description box. To make it easier on yourself, you can follow me on Daily Motion. If you would rather just look at my description box with any reaction to see my latest Drifters live reaction, that's equally fine. So today is episode 5, so if you want to watch that after this, please be sure to go in my description box and click that, and that's where they're going to be now, those reactions, because of issues with Funimation and them being slightly anal about people reacting even with subtitles, and I don't want to do timer. So today's episode was actually quite bizarre. We had more of that. It was part 2 of the July 15th arc, and it seems multiple things are going on, and a few of these things you don't realize how they connect into the overall picture, but some of them do connect. So we have the resolution to the guy that has the pylon stand, and he's got that, and it's funny how once they get completely annihilated or outsmarted, they revert to their normal selves and that kind of thing. And last we saw, Koichi was taking a dog for a walk, but we find out that he's been abducted by someone, by a guy that feeds on fear. That was actually quite interesting, where he captures the essence of a person once he figures out their fears or their tics that they show. And I think this weird way his stand is triggered based on tics people have when they're really afraid and that kind of thing. But it's actually a great sort of power to have, to capture the essence of someone, which is why he was able to disguise Josuke's mum as himself, as a distraction, because he wanted to observe. So this is almost like he's scouting out what their fears are, trying to get cut to the core of who they are. But what I want to know is whether this stand user is someone newly created by Yoshikage Kira's dad, and how is it that he knows all this plan? Like, how does he fit in to this plan that Yoshikage Kira's dad has, of amassing an army to protect his son, or his son's interests? And how is it that they're brought up to speed so quickly, and what they're trying to do? So it seems as though they're trying to amass an army of their own, and Josuke's got his own kind of allies, compatriots. And loads of stuff happened. We met that guy in the hospital. Forgive me if I forgot his name, but he fixed him up, and his sense of smell. And a lot of people in Morio don't have an offensive power, but because the genre is very much like a serial killer, small town kind of theme going on, all these passive powers seem to work really quite well in favor of the drama. But right now we know that Koichi's been captured, Josuke's mom's been captured, Reiko's been captured. Is that her name, Reiko? No, it's not. So nothing really, I don't really know the full picture of what's going on. Then we had Kira's side of things happening, with him bringing in a guy who's going to be repairing the damage to the fire, that dumb fire that started. So I don't know how it fits in. Now, it's interesting, I brought up in that reaction, which unfortunately you won't be able to see, is it's kind of like invasion of privacy. Kira's power is to invade people's privacy, just uses Heaven's Door and open people's their Facebook, and to basically read all their fine details. But it was kind of odd that he didn't realize why that particular individual liked to cover his back, which is weird. Like, you'd think you'd get the fine print and all that. you know, if you were curious, then he loves to cover his back. You know, why don't you just use Heaven's Door again instead of waiting for the guy to trip up or show what's behind him? So that was kind of a weird, and thought there was inconsistencies in the animation. I think in the first half, if you realize, because so much is going on, there were some frames that looked really, really bad, particularly in the pylon fight with Josuke and Okuyasu there. So all in all, a great episode. It's questionable the way they're handling it. You know, people are telling me that they're handling multiple separate events, but they're mashing it together as some sort of a vignette or a mashup, because it all takes place in the same day. So they're moving back in time, forward in time, to try and explain what's happening, almost in a memento sort of way. You know, retracing steps and all that kind of thing. So I'm interested to see what happens. Kira's still anonymous as usual. So I think it's a 3-part or a 4-part, people are saying, based on how they're handling it. And I'm glad they're handling it that way, rather than drag it out, you know, because I want to get to the confrontations, you know, because I haven't had that breakout fight yet in JoJo Diamonds Unbreakable. So, you know, hopefully next week, man, hopefully none of this technical issue will happen. My reaction will go up as normal. It got corrupted, the file, right as I stopped the recording. Blue screen of death, file got corrupted. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter for the latest live reaction updates. It's really important you do follow me there if you're wondering what's happening, what reactions are going up, when they're going up. Some back catalogue of reactions that still need to go up. If you need to ask me that, do it there, because it's very difficult to, you know, catch up on random messages. I have it all in one place on Twitter. Please be sure to click the icon on the bottom right to subscribe. If it's not there, go to the front page to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.